PSLV-C62, the flight that was supposed to be routine, heartbreakingly, it failed. 16 satellites lost. No longer can this be called a bad day at the office. It requires, honestly, a much closer examination and maybe even a change in the long drawn narrative that we all have heard, which is, for decades, the story was simple. ISRO is the budget king, the reliable workhorse. But here is the post-mortem. The liftoff was flawless. The first stage, textbook, smoothly transitioning to the second stage, which was perfect as well. But then came the third stage, the liquid stage. And just like that, pure chaos. ISRO reported an anomaly, a disturbance in roll rates. And to understand this better, let's just think of it like a car spinning out of control on a highway. Now, based on that imagery, the rocket deviated, the trajectory broke, and the fourth stage never even got a chance to ignite. But here is the reason why the engineers at Sriharikota are sweating tonight. This has unfortunately happened before. PSLV-C61. Last year, it was the same stage and sadly the same anomaly. Two missions, two identical failures, which makes all of us ponder that for a rocket with 60 plus launches and a gold standard reputation, this is statistically rare. But you know what? Statistically rare cannot calm the clients who have just lost millions. And this loss is pointing towards a quality control crisis. I would like to, of course, draw your attention to what has been lost. Apart from metal and circuits, we have lost eyes in the sky. EOS-01, which is India's spy class asset, hypersectoral imaging, border monitoring, military surveillance designed to give our armed forces real-time dominance. Now, it floats as space debris. And it's not just us. The United Kingdom, France, Nepal, Spain, Brazil, they all had bought a ticket on the Indian Express. Reputation, as we know, is everything. And this loss has been a devastating blow for ISRO's reputation. The real story, well, is the human story, to be honest. The startups, the dreamers who put their entire operational budget on top of a rocket. Take me to space. They had MOI-1 on board, India's first orbital data center concept. Bold? Absolutely. Risky? Yeah. And now, it's gone. But Ronak Kumar Samantre, yes, the co-founder of Take Me to Space, his response did not carry any panic or blame. He said, a small hiccup in our journey, but we have miles to go before we take a pause, end quote. And they're, of course, already rebuilding. 2-month turnaround, same mission, upgraded form factor, showcasing sheer grit. Then, of course, there is Dhruva Space, the veterans, the pros. They lost their payload too, but their move, they shifted customers back to sandbox mode, reminding the world that space is hard, independence is high, leveraging their full stack capabilities to calm the market. With the message, we will rebuild, we will relaunch, highlighting the maturity of the Indian private sector. So where do we go from here? The critics will be ruthless. The stock markets might be shaky. But to understand this better, let us step back and focus on what Chaitanya Giri at ORF reminds us. The PSLV legacy is 60 missions deep. The foundation is definitely solid, but the cracks in the third stage are very real. There is no doubt that ISRO has to go back to the drawing board, re-audit the manufacturing, revalidate the engines, recheck the telemetry. Because the future of India's space economy, from defense giants to garage setups, depends on one thing, which is predictability. India built its reputation by learning from failure faster than anyone else. This moment is brutally painful. It's expensive, but it is necessary. For the startups who watch their dreams burn up in the atmosphere today, your hardware didn't make it into orbit, but your ambitions definitely did. And here at Front Page, we are rooting for the rebuild. And honestly, we are rooting for it with a lot of pride and a lot of gusto. This is Front Page by AIM Network, wishing everyone all of the best. Think AI, think AIM.